Let's go.
Is this even...
It's in the headphones.
We're on WhatsApp today.
Recording.
We normally do this through a phone call.
It's a special episode today.
What's happening, Mr. Say?
Hello?
Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm here.
I can't see you. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh, I'm wearing a camo t-shirt. I'm over here. Sorry about that.
Oh my god! I was really worried then. I thought, wow, this is a special episode, and there's just going to be me and the Invisible Man.
You knew there was a guest. You thought it was Casper. Hello and welcome back to the Over and Out show.
Welcome. I'm excited about today's show.
Yeah, it's going to go well, or it's going to be absolute dog eggs. But either way, it's content, and that's what counts.
I like the number 17 for some reason. It just feels like a high number. You know,
does,
like that's a lot of things we've done. 17.
How many of those have you done? 17, lads.
I don't believe it. Your audio has cut out already.
No, it hasn't.
Unbelievable. Reconnecting to Dyllon. Wow. Oh my god.
Am I back yet?
Is this what's going to happen? Oh, Jesus.
This is what we've done,
Are you still there?
I mean, I can hear you totally fine, dude.
Oh, you heard me all then, because it just said reconnecting to Dyllon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be
just
fun.
for those of you, who haven't got a clue what's happening right now, Ryan and I normally do this via the phone network in the United Kingdom, which is great because most people are using internet. We use the phone network, and it never really fails, does it?
No, not really. BT
really.
Must be wondering what's going on.
Yeah,
we're the only people using it.
For about 2 years, there's been this like pretty much a consistent connection between Chiswick and different parts of Northern Ireland. It's just like they must be like, why is this line red hot like 10 hours a day? What's happening here? There's the only guys still using their minutes.
They're looking at us, and then there's a whole load of burner phones with drug dealers and terrorists. And then there's us two in and amongst all of that, going, "What the hell are these guys doing?"
Yeah, I actually had GiftGaff message me and go, "We're upgrading your data from 40 gig to 80 gig a month for no extra charge." They must have been like, "Dyllon, would you please fucking stop using the phone network and just use the data? Here's 40 extra gig, go mental." And I was just like, "No thanks, denied. Carry on using phone."
And we've reduced your unlimited phone calls.
Yeah, to an hour.
To 4 hours a week.
So today, we are doing this on WhatsApp. Big horrible sniff. Sorry about that.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. We're doing it on WhatsApp today. Well, because we need a three-way going on here. And I don't know about you, but trying to get a three-way on a phone's hard. So we're using WhatsApp.
Especially when it's international.
Yeah. We've tested it. And it works.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway, how are you today?
How am I today? Today's been a good day. We went shopping. There was stuff there. We didn't have to worry about anything. That's about it really.
So how often are you shopping though?
We go about twice a week.
Fucking hell.
Oh
my god.
Well, there's only two of us, you see,
Jesus
and we only get what we need at the time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we don't have little gannets like you running around the house eating everything.
That's true.
Yeah, you know. No, we go like once or twice a week, I guess. And then we have stuff delivered as well, you see.
But are you going to supermarkets? Or are you going to like corner shops?
Supermarkets. Yeah, but we've got like little ones. Like they're not big.
Right, like express ones. Are you having to queue to get inside?
We did. This is a proper first world problem. We had to queue to get into Waitrose. I mean,
they were just checking to make sure your postcode was local. Are you from this area?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, and run out of avocados, of course.
Classic.
No, we had to, but when we did get to the queue, they wouldn't let both of us in at the same time. And so obviously, and so we had to do that quick of like, well, are you going to go? Am I going to go? Are you going to go? And I went, like, I'll just go in. And then just text me what we need. And so Yasmin was outside texting everything on the shopping list.
So you got to stand outside?
Walking around. No, she had to stand outside because I had she didn't bring any money. I brought my wallet, and I was getting beers for one of these shows.
She'd have fucked.
So she said, I didn't know which beer you want, and I was like, well, I can get croissants, which they had run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, croissants.
Croissants.
So a croissant.
To be honest, I'm stoked you don't say croissant. Because my brother says croissant,
he's been in Canada too long, hasn't he?
Like your AUNT is angry. Cross.
That's That's Americanized. That is. They go croissant.
Yeah.
Croissant. Like they're all from the south. So yeah, I picked it up, and they were next to some waffles. I do like waffles. You put them in the
waffles?
toaster, waffles, yeah. And then so I picked up the croissants and I took him to the thing, and obviously I put my beer through. He had to come over and acknowledge I was over 18, blah, blah, blah. Then
Did he judge you by your beer choice? Did he go?
No, he didn't.
Corona,
no, he
great
didn't.
choice this time of year.
No, I was Brewdog, so I was all right.
Yes.
I was all right.
Well, actually, you fucking had some.
Yeah, no, they did. It was the last pack of Dead Pony. There you go. But yeah, so I beat the croissants through, and it went beep, beep, beep. And you need to have this approved by a thing. And I was like, hang on, I didn't realise there was an age limit on croissants now, And he came over and he said, I can't sell that to you. And I was like, what? And he goes, there's a dangerous item in the bag.
Huh?
I was like, what?
What? What is it?
What is it?
Did he tell you what it was?
And he said, I can't. No, he said, I can't sell this to you. I'm going to have to take it off you. And I was like, but they're on the shelves. And he goes, I'm really sorry. I can't sell this to you. It's got a dangerous item. And I was like, oh, I probably won't want it then, really. Because it's like, well, Jesus, I've already braved getting coronavirus coming out here. I do not want like an extra fucking, knife in there or whatever in my croissant. Fucking.
What was it?
I don't know. I know. Maybe I should go back and try and find out. But I was like, shit, it could be like, it could be glass. It was one of those.
Is that going to trigger it?
I don't know. It was one of those things. When something so weird happens, you're like, what?
You're like, oh yeah, it's not the first time it's happened to me with croissant. Totally fine. I'll leave it there. I knew I was risking it, even trying to purchase those things. So let's just be safe.
So I'm just glad I got my waffles.
I'd have just cracked the beer open right there and gone, I guess, hold on a second, fella.
Yeah, and just let me lick the screen of the touch screen just to make sure.
So there you go. That's what's happening in this world. I thought I was having a fucking bad day, and you can't even get croissant in Chiswick.
Without fucking ground up glass or anthrax in it or whatever it is.
Yeah, typical. Holy shit, that is weird.
It is weird. It was weird.
Yeah,
it was weird. Because I thought, the barcode doesn't work or whatever, and he was like, I can't sell this item because I can't sell you this because it's got a dangerous item in it.
Ridiculous.
And I was like, what? Am I going to use croissants as like ninja stars or something? Fuck.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I thought I was having a bad shopping day online, just trying to get cardboard fucking boxes from IKEA, right? And they were like, and they're not in stock, long story short. But you don't know that until you go to purchase them. So you go through the whole system, you find the fucking boxes you need, you go, 6 of these please, like £3 a box, and then you go order, and it goes, no problem, go through, right, type your address and postcode in, and then it goes, sorry, these aren't in stock in your area. I'm like, sick. Can we type the postcode in at the fucking beginning, and your website can just work it out? Just tell me when I'm browsing, not in stock, not, because I'm like, oh, okay, well that's annoying, no worries. So I just went and picked a different color. I thought I'll just get, maybe the white ones are in stock. Maybe I try to pick a dangerous item, going with the black ones. So went with the white ones, and
were they in the croissant section?
Yeah. They were the guy was like, bro, boxes, absolutely not. So scanned the white ones through. Same process. I was like, mother actual fucker. I just want some cardboard boxes. I'm just trying to reorganize stuff in the studio, and I just needed some cardboard boxes. And every time I'm in IKEA, I walk in by. I love the storage section in IKEA. Have you been in?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that bit where you just see plastic boxes, cardboard boxes, wooden crates. I'm just like,
and they all pile up on top of each other and fit perfectly.
Come and get me in an hour. Let me just walk around and sniff these things.
I've got IKEA boxes here. I love them, and you can put stickers on the outside so it tells you exactly what's in them.
Everywhere. They're like fucking everything's got a box. Everything's written on, label. Oh, I love a good box. Couldn't get them today. Denied by IKEA. IKEA. I say IKEA. I've got a mate that says IKEA because he's like, I was in Sweden once. Cool story,
and
bro.
is that what they say over there?
I don't know. Who knows? Anyway,
Well,
do you want to
yeah.
do you want to add our guest?
Yeah, I think we should.
I don't know if we've decided to tell people who it is. They probably already know this by the thumbnail.
Oh, have you done the thumbnail?
Oh, well,
I was
don't
going
know.
to say when you do the thumbnail, you put a little question mark. But then I'm thinking if we put a question mark, are people not going to watch it? Because they're going to think it's someone like, really big.
You're mad.
Like Casey Neistat.
Yeah,
or
but
someone
it has
Dan
to
Mace.
actually be. It has to actually be his face so that people know. Anyway,
I know.
We'll
I know.
add him to this thing. Our guest today is a friend of ours, a mutual friend who we've got to know through the wonders of the interwebs.
The internets.
He's a fellow content creator. We're all on roughly the same numbers, aren't we? You know. What do you
Well,
on YouTube? Like
I don't even want to say.
50 or 60. I mean, I'm on 1,000.
That's 60.
He's not far
that's
off,
67,
though,
as in 67. 67, not as in 67,000.
Oh right, yeah. No. But he's on like what, like 90 odd, something.
90,000,
something like it. Yeah. Anyway, his name is Dunna, and you know him as Dunnadidit. He's been on loads of our shit before, but let's add him and see if he's. Oh, I've locked myself out of my phone.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. There you go. So we'll add him to a call. All right. Once WhatsApp stops dicking about. And
Is he recording? I hope he better
I
be
hope
recording.
he's recording, because we've told
you
him.
better be recording, Dunna, because we're about to do a really cool transition.
how's it going,
Yeah.
dude? Welcome
Wow.
to the show.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, you're welcome. We can say show because we've done 17 of these. So
No, this is 17.
well, this
16.
is this is 17.
Yeah.
Do you guys
But this is the
remember
first one with a
days
guest.
at this point?
No, just numbers.
We
basic,
gave up on that.
just basic numerical order. We understand, but as far as the days, I don't know what day it is or what
Yeah.
time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the way it is. Actually, that would be a good point to start, given the days that we've all been in lockdown. Let's just get that out of the way first,
Yeah.
Dunna. How is it in Edmonton, where you are, the whole COVID-19 coronavirus? What is going on there? Tell us about it.
I think it's pretty similar to kind of where, everybody else is, in that they're like pretty much locked down. Like it's like stay at home if you can kind of thing. Canada seems to have got a decent hold on it. But it's the same thing. Like I've been stuck at home for, this'll be day 19, I think, because right at the very start of it, I got sick. And so we were like homesick for a couple of days first. And then, of course, the whole thing got more serious. And then, so I was just like kind of ahead of the curve as far as staying at home, just because I was actually sick at home.
Nice.
But yeah, it's pretty sparse out there. Like we've made a couple of grocery runs, and it's weird going outside. Like there's just like nobody on the streets. We've been going to the grocery store like bright and early in the morning, and there's just like it's like empty. It's crazy.
It's mad, isn't it? I've never experienced anything like this. Like Pamela and I did an online order, and it was great. Apart from the dude who like threw the shit at our door and then legged it back to his truck, like he dropped a landmine and he was away. And we were like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. But outside of that, like we've basically been the same, like corner shop, doctors and stuff like that. And I haven't driven in 2 weeks, which I feel has been quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
There is so much bird shit on my car. It's ridiculous. Because I haven't moved it. And I stupidly parked it under a tree.
Oh,
So-
you got that shit parked, did you?
Yeah. It's
There's,
the one that everyone avoids. It's
Yeah.
the last space.
So a quick background is, we all know each other just from Instagram and YouTube and chitter chatter like that. And then last year, pretty much this time last year, we all decided to go and hang out in Canada, and we met in the middle ground, which was Toronto, which was totally in the middle ground for all of us. We thought Dunna lived down the street because he was in Canada. So we were like, well, you're in Canada, so if you just pop into Toronto, that was like a 4-hour flight.
I think it was like 7,000 kilometers for you guys, and it was like 4,000 for me. So it's
Yeah,
like
which is nuts.
Not that far off.
That's insane.
It is nuts.
It really
and it was a
is.
real mad situation, like when you think about it, because we only ever talked to each other through Instagram, and Ryan and I had already gone through this awkward interaction of meeting an internet friend in real life, and then you've got your safety number there in your pocket just in case the dude's a psychopath.
Yeah.
And turns out we've been lucky with all these meetings because none of us have killed each other.
Yeah, yet.
Yet.
Well, yeah.
I was like, actually, during that trip when we went down to Buffalo and saw Becky and Chris and went up in the helicopter and all that kind of stuff. But at the very end of the night, Becky was like, "Okay, now that I know you guys, next time you guys can crash at our place." But I wanted to meet you in a public place because I just I only knew you guys from online and didn't. And it's like exactly that. It's like a weird thing where you're like, I mean, these people could be anybody. You hear about like creepy stuff happening on the internet all the time. So yeah.
It is mad that, and actually, like, I was supposed to be coming over to Canada in a few weeks' time and to hang out with you. And I'd spoken to Becky, and I wanted to do a video with her about that experience. But Ryan and I dropped her a message, and I think she's up for coming on to this, which will be kind of cool. So maybe we should talk to her about that, because I think that's a hilarious thing. I think that whole experience was ridiculous. But like, I remember
the funny thing. Yeah, go on.
No, go.
No, I was good. Oh fucking yeah! I remember because when we turned up, it was that look on her face was like, I have no idea what's going on right now.
Just like three guys,
three guys,
just all there. All right.
Yeah, just this motley crew of like, it was kind of funny.
Yeah,
but then you could see the phone call going Chris, they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah.
Code green.
Yeah. It was, man. But that whole trip was kind of like insane. Like we met, and by the time we'd all pull a finger out of our ass and got to this Airbnb, I remember Ryan and I walked up, and like I had organized the Airbnb, but then totally fucked all the details up. So Dunna had like organized it like the dad of the trip, and he was telling us what we had to do. Right, guys, you need to do this, this, and this. So we rock up, open the door, and there you were, like a giant. I was like, holy shit. This dude's kind of
not taller than I thought.
Way taller than I thought.
That's always like a funny thing about meeting people that you've only met online is like figuring out how tall they are. And I mean, I know I went to Becky already once, but she's so tall. I had no idea when we first met her. Like, and same with you guys. Like, it's like you just have no idea. Dylan, I think I thought you were very short. Like I just
that's because I'm wider than Ryan.
Maybe, maybe it's just like Ryan. Are you taller than Dylan?
No, because when I first met Dylan, he was bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah. I just
in
like
every way. I don't know.
I guess I just imagine you guys like the guys from like Home Alone, like the tall, lanky one, and then the short one.
He's leaving a word out here, isn't he? He's sitting there going, I want to say short and fat, but he's holding back.
I would never. You're not fat.
No, I'm not. It's all relaxed muscle.
And you're not short either, so I had it all wrong.
Yeah, you definitely did. But it is weird. Like, and also I had booked this. That Airbnb was nuts, man, because I had booked what looked amazing, and for me, it showed me the importance of real estate people making better content. You know, just taking photographs that were really made that place look big. And I was like, this is gonna be such a sick spot. It's right in the middle of Toronto. We can all hang out, and it was effectively a room and a half.
Yeah. So wait, are you saying that they should do a better job, or that they did a great job in tricking you?
They did a freaking great job.
Well, that's like because real estate only have one lens, and it's like a 10 mil.
Yeah,
that's it. Just take a picture of everything. What can you see? Oh, the back of my eyelids. Great, take it. You know,
it was because it looked great in the photos. And then when we got there, I was like, "Holy shit, this place is small," and we are three fully grown men.
You guys ended up. You were on those they were like little chair / couches that like kind of folded out or something like that. And because I got there first, I just claimed the bed like a dick. But
at least you didn't take the double bed. Oh no, you did. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, the funny thing is that this isn't the first time me and Dylan had done that.
What?
You know, got on that in very close proximity, sleeping to each other. Because we were in Spain, remember? And that was arguably worse.
Yeah, that was way worse. And the funny thing is, I'm a bit of a mouth breather. So when I sleep, and he fucking hates it, and he was like, oh, so Ryan made it remember you actually made a divide so that my bed couldn't slide over to where you were, so I couldn't be in your mouth when you're sleeping. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
So there you go. But it was a fun trip, man. I think for me it was really cool because it just sort of opened up like this physical connection that we all needed. And it was a real interesting experience, even just wandering around that first day, just trying to work out what everyone was doing. We're all looking at each other like, well, what are you doing? What am I filming? I was like, I actually don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, and who is who in the group, like every
Yeah.
group has their characteristics and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like trying to figure out that kind of thing of like how do I interact with these people? Who am I in this group? And like what's the status quo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a way of explaining that though, didn't you, in your video? Was there a phrase you used to explain that?
No,
not?
well, I mean,
So just-
it sounds like you're remembering something, but I don't.
No, I think Dylan. It's what it's called: forming, norming, and storming.
Oh, that was you,
Oh,
Ryan.
that was Ryan.
Yeah, you remember? Everything's my idea, which everyone just steals because I never do anything about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
True. Here, Donna, I said to Ryan he should start a podcast, right, called Videos I'll Never Make.
Yeah.
Because he always comes up with these sick ideas, and he was like, and then he never ever does them. And I was like, you know what you should do, dude? Just do a podcast. You talk about potential ideas for videos that you're probably never going to make. And he was
Just
like,
never
that's a
make 'em.
fucking great idea. 6 months later, I'm like, have you recorded this podcast yet? I can't be bothered.
You should start with a note on your phone. You
Yeah.
got to start small and then work your way up to. I mean, the podcast is kind of the nice middle ground between actually making the videos and doing it. But you start with a note and just put it down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I got lots of books and notes. Maybe I should just put those online. And just
Just
you
sell
guys get it,
books.
what
Yeah.
you do, don't we?
Just
sell
photographs. Photographs
Yeah.
on a blog. Photograph.
Just PDFs. I'll
Yeah.
fax them to everyone.
There needs to be like you guys know like Dragon's Den or what's the
Yeah.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, and
Is that
Yeah.
what Shark Tank is?
Yeah, they're basically
Yeah,
the same
Dragon's
thing.
Den.
okay.
One's the Canadian version, I think. But
Okay.
there needs to be that, but with like a panel of like YouTubers, and then you go on the show and pitch them ideas for videos that they should make for their YouTube channel.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
There
I
you
think didn't they do something like that with apps? Because I know Gary Vee was on one of those.
Oh,
Where
maybe.
people would come they would come up with app ideas, and he was one of the dragons or
investor?
sharks or whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it. Yeah.
Oh,
So I
one
don't know
of
what
the
it's called.
sharks. Okay,
Yeah.
do you know when you just go with something, and you're like, yeah, I know
Oh
what
my
that is
God.
for ages. So I hadn't heard.
Oh jeez, here we go.
I
This will be
hadn't
good. Come on.
I hadn't heard Shark Tank until I think it was Lizzie Pierce put it in a video of hers recently, where she was like, "I'm at home. I'm just gonna watch loads of Shark Tank."
Yeah.
And then her and Chris Musser said something a couple of times, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." And I was like, "Fuck, I didn't take them for people to be into that." And then yesterday I was watching. Well, we were talking about Pamela, and she put it on, and we were watching what I thought they were talking about. And then I said to Pamela, "Is this not called Shark Tank?" She's like, "No, this is called Shark Week." And I was like, "Oh right." So basically, it's a show that's just all about fucking sharks. And I just thought like Lizzie and Chris were well into just watching videos about sharks, and I was like, all right, didn't expect that. And now that you said that, I'm like, oh, so many of the jokes they made make way more sense now.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's like a
not
business
about
show.
sharks. Yeah, no, that's
So lots of
fair.
companies actually that are now like household names started on there. Like 10 Tree was originally a Shark
Okay.
Tank thing, or maybe not originally, but that was like how they vaulted to success. And then there's like the roll up mattresses. That was like
Oh,
a thing
yeah.
on Dragon's Den. It was like they started
right.
on there and got their investment from there. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many like now well known brands started on that show.
that's
It's like
nuts.
the
I
American
was,
Idol
I-
for
you-
business.
You know what's weird about that show as well is that a lot of the people that like inverted commas don't make it, they get picked up by other people who are watching the show.
Yeah,
Going,
Yeah.
oh, all of those sharks, dragons are idiots. I'm going to take that on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
that-
it's a kind of a win-win for everyone, really.
Yeah, it's the
Unless
same
a
thing as,
really
like,
shit
the-
idea.
the people that get like 5th or 6th on American Idol or whatever, like still get record deals afterwards.
that's
Yeah.
mad. That is mad. Maybe we should be doing
Well,
that.
One
some sort of-
Direction didn't win, did they?
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
one of the examples that like
Yeah, One
and-
Direction, like they came second.
Yeah, and I think actually I've heard some people talk about the fact that like if you get 2nd or 3rd or whatever, that's actually better for you because then you're not locked into
Yeah.
like some specific American Idol contract or whatever show it is, like
Yeah.
into the first place winner contract where they like own you.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, you lose, and then somebody else gives you a record deal, and you're just like you get that like you normally would, which is awesome.
Yeah. I guess
Oh,
you have
wow.
more options as well because you can sit back and go, right, I can get a manager and a lawyer to actually look through this contract before I get everything taken away from me.
Yeah, totally.
for the next 20 years.
You're not locked into whatever the show told you, like they own, kind of thing.
I was watching the Dragon's Den the other day. I don't normally watch that show, but I've watched a few. Normally, when I do watch them, I'm always kind of, you kind of laugh at the misfortune of the people on the show. And then the other day, I got a message from Eric, who owns Lemura, who gave me like the mobile phone lenses. He's like, "I'm gonna be on Dragon's Den on Sunday," and I was like, "No way!" And I went on, and then he did that. It was just like the normal show, and then they drilled him on loads of stuff. And I've never felt so like stressed watching a TV show. I was like, because I knew the guy. Yeah. And I was like, they were just picking holes in some of his things. And I was like, no, what? Fight back, Eric. Fight back.
Yeah, that's like, crazy.
I've never felt that way before on it. And then when I spoke to him afterwards, he's like, they took loads of shit out of it to make it look like they won the battle. I was like, sneaky bastards.
Yeah. No, we had a friend that was on it because they did these like long water bottles. I can't recall UU bottles. They're just like these long things. And it's a long water bottle, but they patented it and everything. And he was on it. And he said afterwards he didn't get the investment, but he said they took so much out and they made him look like an idiot because he had like answers to lots of stuff. And it was like, it's all in the edit, isn't it? And that's what I don't like about those shows a lot of the time. It's a bit like I don't know if you have it in Canada, Dunna. What's that thing with
Shark Week?
With that guy? No, not Shark Week.
You do have Shark Week. I mean, I'm sure we had it at some point. I don't have cable, so I haven't watched it.
There's a show over here called The Apprentice where like this rich guy basically all these young upstart entrepreneurs come in and they try and win the business and all that kind of stuff. And it's got
Isn't
to the
this
point
what
now
Trump
where they just
does in the States?
I think it is what Trump does in the States.
It was, yeah. He was. I think he was the original
definitely.
guy on the show, and his catch line was "You're fired" or whatever it is. However,
that's it. That. That's the
one.
one.
My God, is that Trump on the other line? Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me just change my lighting so that I'm more orange.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
Sweet baby Jesus.
We were lied to. Yeah, but those guys, now that show comes out and they just get like 8 idiots basically that just like, do it all for TV, and I just hate that show now a lot because it used to be about like intelligent people, and now it's just about who's the biggest, who shouts the loudest wins basically.
Yeah.
It's good to
kind
know
of how
though
Trump
about
became president.
Yeah, it's good to know about like things like Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. Like if you're watching that, to like keep that in mind, that they're making it like reality TV where they like record a whole bunch of stuff and then they only they tell the story that they want to tell, kind of thing. So you can kind of have a little more sympathy for the people that come off like idiots when they're on there. And it's like, how did you even get on this show? And it's like, probably they're not as dumb as they made them seem, but
No.
It's a bit like YouTube when you think about it. Nothing on TV is real.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Somebody made a
real.
video about that once.
I know. It got a load of views as well, like 500 or something. Killing it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing at the minute then? What are you doing to keep yourself busy? How are you enjoying the time, all right, at home with Megan and the cat? What's the cat called?
Cubert.
Great name for a cat.
Like the
How are you
video
enjoying
game
that time?
or the DJ.
Okay. Does it do either? Does it play video games or DJ?
I tried to teach it. It does scratch.
It scratches. Oh my goodness! Can we blooper that bit out? That's fucking brilliant. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
that's a proper full-on dad joke.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, I mean we're handling it decently, I think. Like I said, we got sick right off the bat, like before things got super intense.
Off the bat.
So like, sorry?
Off the bat.
Yeah, is that not a phrase that you're familiar with?
Isn't that where the whole coronavirus started?
Oh, it's reconnecting.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, seriously. What do you mean?
Oh my goodness.
So just
start your story again, Dunna. I didn't hear any of that.
No, Ryan missed that joke. Leave it. Don't tell him. He'll have to watch it in the end.
He'll have to watch. Yeah, he'll have to
just
watch
laugh,
it.
Ryan. Laugh now like you're part.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So in the beginning of this whole thing, Megan and I both got sick. So I mean, we've been stuck at home longer than I think most people. And then right in the middle of it, we moved apartments, which was like, I mean, super stressful. We were supposed to move a week later than we did, but we saw that things were they were heading towards kind of getting locked down. And we called the moving company to see if they could come a week early. We called the landlords to see if we could move in a week earlier, kind of thing, if the space was available and ready to go, and managed to get it all set up and just kind of like did the move. But then it's weird when you move into a new place and you can't I don't know, run to Home Depot and grab, screws to put up your shelving or whatever, things that you need. So it's like we got here and then the boxes sat in the living room and we were just we tried to set it up as best as we could. But because we had gotten sick, we weren't sure. I mean, the problem with coronavirus is that the symptoms are the same as symptoms for everything else. If you have a cold, could be coronavirus. You have a flu, could be coronavirus, anything like that. So when we got sick, we were like, well, we better play it safe and stay home, do the self-quarantine thing for 14 days or whatever. We tried to call the health line that tells you whether you need to go get tested. And it took us 3 days to get through because it was so backed up. There were so many calls and they just weren't ready for it. And eventually they got more operators and all that kind of stuff. And so we got through, and it took us another week and a half to actually get in to do the tests. And then finally, by the time that we got cleared, we didn't have it. Our test came back negative. But at that point, basically everything was locked down and things were closed. So now it's hard to actually get anything, but we've been doing all right.
What is the test? Because I've not seen this. What happens?
They take in this case they took a cotton swab kind of thing, a Q-tip, and they put it up your nose, and they it's just they kind of scoop a bunch of snot out, and then they go in the other nostril and they scoop a bunch more snot out and they put it in a tube, and I don't know how they test it, but it's with your snot.
You're not selling it.
You're not, yeah. I mean,
you're fired. I'm out.
Oh man, yeah. So
horrible.
It was. I mean, it wasn't she said the nurse lady was oh, it might be a little uncomfortable. So I expected that they were gonna shove it way up there, but it was just around the edge. It wasn't. I don't know. I have a big nose, so maybe there's more space, and it wasn't too uncomfortable. But
well, there you go. You know what they say about big guys. Big nostrils. Yeah. So, are you enjoying the time at home though? Are you finding a way to deal with it mentally, or is it getting to you?
It's a little bit weird. It's definitely getting to me. I had a day the other day that I had a bit of a breakdown going on there, and just had a day where I was just feeling just sad all day, and I couldn't put it down to one thing. I happen to be painting a wall at the time. I was painting the wall that's behind me right now, and I was having trouble with it. I've never actually tried to paint a wall on my own. And so I was I know, weird thing to say as a 32-year-old is I've never painted a wall. But I was doing that and having trouble with it, trying to get it nice and even and all that kind of stuff.
Did you Google it by any chance at any point?
I did. I Googled a bajillion things, and then was texting with Becky, because she's the home renovation master, and she's giving me tips, and I'm just freaking out. And so because I'm sad at the time, and I'm not sure why exactly I'm sad, I'm putting everything on this wall. I'm man, this wall is really frustrating me, and then just had this big breakdown later in the day, and then woke up the next day feeling 100 times better for just no reason whatsoever. And the wall was it's still not perfect, but it wasn't bugging me anymore, and just all of a sudden I was fine. So it's it's weird. And it's funny, I was listening to the radio the other day when I was in the car, and there was a guy on there who wrote a book on the stages of grief, and was basically talking about how everybody right now is going through some kind of version of the stages of grief. It's some kind of it's not a direct loss, someone passing away. Not that there are people passing away, and that's got to be terrible for the people that are close to them. But everybody is going through some kind of loss right now, or having some kind of struggle. And he was talking about the stages of grief, and as he was talking about it, I was thinking about that day that I was having a rough time, and he's and all the stages they don't necessarily go linearly. Like you can go through the stages more than one at the same time. And it was like he was literally talking about my day. Wow. When I was going through that, it was a weird experience to like not be able to put my finger on exactly why I was feeling so weird. Like I knew that there was lots going on, and like, you know, I have a small business that I'm part owner of, and we're struggling to figure out what's going to happen here and moving stuff online and all that kind of stuff. So there's lots going on, but I kept going like, none of this is enough to make me feel this way. I shouldn't be feeling this way. And then I think beating myself up about feeling bad about it. And so then it's cyclical, I guess. But other than that day, I think we've been keeping our spirits high. I've been like eating comfort food, and like I've had so much pizza since we went into quarantine and stuff. And like, just like I bought cereal for the first time in like forever. And like, it was like peanut butter Chex, like not even like trying to be healthy cereal.
Even good shit.
It's been good. It's been good to spend so much time with Megan for sure.
It's definitely a challenging thing, isn't it? When you're I mean, I go out a lot, so I'm not at home that often. So me being at home is like, it's very different, and I feel worse for Pamela than anyone else because she has to put up with me 24 hours a day now. She's looking at me like,
that's the same problem I have, except because I normally work from home, so this is like no big deal for me. But the problem is Yasmin's now working from home, and it's like, oh my god, she's noisy. Yeah, Jesus Christ, just noise, constant noise. Like I had to tell I have her on lockdown now. Because I don't know if you heard in the last episode, you can hear her on the fucking phone to her friend in the background. And
like the teacher from Peanuts.
She thinks she's being quiet, and she's just shouting. And I mean, she's a personal trainer, so she, you know, I walk into the gym sometimes, and you can hear her doing a class, and she's in the back room.
Yeah, that's mad.
So that's what I have to deal with. So the quarantine's not really a problem for me, but it's a problem me having her here. So can you please go out? Just give me 10 minutes. Just on my own.
I think it definitely is challenging. So what are your goals to going forward, Dunna? What are you gonna do to keep yourself level-headed?
Well, I finally got my room set up. So like I said, we just moved into the new apartment, and part of the reason that we did that was so that we moved into a 2-bedroom from a 1-bedroom, because all of my like filming and like any of the work that I was doing at home was like in this little space beside the kitchen. So I was like eating up a good portion of our apartment to do what I was doing. And I mean, like you're saying, Ryan, like if Megan's home and she wants to like be hanging out somewhere, it's like there's the problem there of like if she makes any noise, it gets in the video, that kind of thing. So I have to like quarantine her in the bedroom if I want to do a video or anything like that. And so it's, you know, it's nice now. I've got my room basically set up, so I downloaded all my audio software, so I'm able to do my work for work in my studio from home.
Oh, cool.
I've been doing remote sessions with some of my clients and doing some mixing and making some instrumentals to see if I can sell them and that kind of thing. So like the work part of it, I think I finally have sorted out, but it did take some time for sure. And then today is going to be my first filming day in the new space for YouTube. I had a couple of banked videos that I had recorded before everything went down, and
Oh, you haven't to upload those? Are you outside at all during those? Oh, seriously.
I think we lost Dylan.
WhatsApp. I can still hear you guys.
No.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, you
I can hear you.
So it's just, can you hear me now?
Mine says reconnecting to Dylan.
Yeah.
There's always one.
I can't see you, but I can hear you.
It's the t-shirt though. It's the camo t-shirt.
I know. There's been some great gags in this.
There's been a lot. This has been back and forth. Dunna, just tell me when you can hear me.
I can't hear Dylan. I lost him.
For the love of...
no.
Oh, man.
No. I mean, I can still hear you there, so...
I can hear you.
Right, Ryan, do a conversation with Dunna then.
I can hear both of you, yeah.
Okay,
so
Ryan.
Is anyone reconnecting?
Ryan, do me a favor.
It says reconnecting to Dylan on my phone.
Ask Dunna for me,
okay.
Right? How high up is he? He's in an apartment block. How high up is he?
Okay, Dunna. Dylan wants to know how many floors up are you in your apartment block?
Dylan, we are 18 floors up.
Okay. So say to him, I've
Ryan,
got
you have to.
I,
Can Dylan hear me?
I can hear
He
him.
can hear you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I have this idea for a video that I'm about to film that I want to put out.
should we
It's
just
all about
start the
being
call
thankful
again?
for a
Where are
garden.
we in this?
Hang on a minute.
We're at the end of this.
We can't stop the call because we need to do a syncing thing,
Yeah.
Dunna.
Yeah.
So, it's,
So, yeah.
so you can't. So who can hear who? So Dunna,
I
you
can-
can't hear.
I
you
can.
can't
I
hear
just
Dylan.
can't hear Dylan. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What
Jesus
if Ryan?
Christ.
If I hang up,
Yes.
try and add me back in. All right.
Okay, Dunna. Dylan's gonna hang up, and then we're gonna try and add him back in.
Let's
Okay,
just
sounds good.
Ryan. Let's just do the clap now before I hang up. Just in
Okay,
case.
right. So, Dunna, what I need you to do
Yeah.
is put your headphones over your mic, and I'm going to clap so we can sync these all together.
Okay.
Are you
Okay,
both
it's on
there?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
And just see what's happening. Can I ring them both? Check it out. You can ring 2 people at once on WhatsApp. Ryan's on another call. So Ryan's on a call with Dunna. Okay. Are we all there?
I
I can hear Dylan.
Yeah. So
Hey,
I can hear
hear me?
Dunna.
all
Wow.
right, we're back.
Okay.
this is so
Yeah.
stupid. Hold on a second.
No one's
Why are my
stopped
headphones
recording,
deciding
right?
to disconnect now. You just give us a
Oh, my
second,
God.
right? Or I'll just work out what the actual fuck is going on. Don't worry about the Mac. Okay, right. We're back in my earphones.
Okay.
So who can hear
Cool.
Dylan?
I can hear Dylan.
Check.
Okay. Result. We're back.
I can hear Dunna as
Okay,
well. So
I
we're
can
all
hear
good.
it. I think everybody can hear everybody.
Anyway.
Jeez. Yeah.
What I was asking was how high up are you? And you said 17 or 18 floors up.
Eight-
The reason
yeah,
I
18
asked
floors.
that is I was going to do this video, all right? I will do it though because I'm not Ryan. This is all about being just how thankful I am for a garden.
That was low.
Well,
You should see some of the other stuff he says to me, Dunna.
yeah.
He's a
And the
horrible little man.
And the selfies I send him. But I was just thinking, like, how are you coping living that high up? Do you feel you need to get outside and go for walks a lot more?
Nope.
No, doesn't care. Just opens the window, sticks his
Oh,
head out
good.
like a dog.
That's great.
Thanks for
That's that
tuning in.
question done. Right. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
No, we were on the 11th floor for the last 3 years, and then on the 10th floor for the 4 years before that. So like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty used to living way up, and I don't like going outside much.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, no,
So-
actually, it's not going outside that I dislike. It's seeing people.
Yes.
And being around people. So
Yeah.
Quarantine
Yeah,
is
that's-
good.
Yeah,
this-
I know. I'm not so fussed about this quarantine stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's why that is one of the things though that like so when we all hung out in Canada, you could see how much Ryan hated being around 3 other people in close proximity.
yeah.
For
That
like
was
4 days.
extreme circumstances.
Yeah, that's-
that's like
That's like a little
got-
bit different. I think that's like a quantity thing. It's like, I feel like Ryan would have been cool if we like hung out for a couple hours a day,
Yeah. Well,
or something like that. But I think like when you get around those people, those annoying 2 people
Yeah.
for 24 hours a day for 6 days straight or whatever it was, like I could see why you'd get a little irritable.
yeah, you did, and you were getting so much worse, like as the trip goes on. And like
No.
I always see whenever I watch these podcasts back, right? If you ever watch them, at the end, in the last like 5 minutes, you can see it in Ryan's face. Like
He's
had
just
enough.
like, he's done
like,
with this.
Yeah, and this is an extra long podcast. So I don't know what he looks like right now, but I can imagine he's sitting there like this, going, like hand in fucking face, just being like, can't be bothered, because he just gets to the point where he's like, this is too much human interaction. Look at him.
that's 100% true.
I knew
not
it.
gonna lie.
I knew it. And he's
He
probably
called
wearing
it.
a happy jumper as well, just to compensate for it. Smiley
Yeah,
little
I
pig or
am.
something. You are, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
Anyway, this has been amazing. Donna, thanks so much for tuning in, dude.
I do. Yes.
No worries. It was a pleasure to hang out with you guys in lieu of actually being able to hang out with you guys.
I know. We'll reorganize this trip as well. For any of the folks out there that want to go and check out the magic that you produce, which I highly recommend you do, where can they find you?
On all the social medias at Dunnadidit is like my username on all of them, or if they want to go to Dunnadidit.com.
Okay,
That's
guys,
all
thanks
good.
very much. And
We did it.
chat to you
Dylan,
all-
did you
chat
remember
you
to
all later.
start your camera again?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
Oh, good.
I just
Good.
I've kind of
Jeez,
just got used to it now. I just get up and do it, and we just
I
leave
can't-
the. I like that we just leave the black moment in the bit where my camera cuts out. Just leave
Yeah.
that in. Don't even.
Well, you know-
we'll put something over it. Nah, fuck it. It's fine. Just leave the black screen. It's only 2 seconds. It's fine.
Well, there's other parts of it where we have to get up and like I have to keep on letting the cat in and out because he gets all narky because I closed the door. It's just like I just leave it in. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cats.
Yeah.
So these cats must be wondering what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
My cat is like a pig in shit at the moment. He's loving it. He's like, this is so awesome. You guys are paying attention to me. But then he's like, are you going to go out at some point though? Because I do need to do my cat things.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah. How am I
without you
supposed
staring
to?
at me.
How am I supposed to rub my asshole on your pillows if you're here every day?
You're home watching me.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's the same. It's like he's like either super stoked that we're home or really pissed that we're still home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like it's
Well-
almost like, especially because we did the move and that like stressed him the hell out. I think he like runs and hides a lot because he constantly thinks something like that is going to happen again.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So
Like,
moved
every
the
time
cat
we-
as well.
Yeah, so like every time we move a box or something like that, and or like get one more box unpacked or something, he like seems to freak out because he thinks that like something else is happening again.
Cat life, huh?
Cat
Cat
life.
life.
You're like, yeah, chill the fuck out. There's a deadly virus everywhere,
Yeah.
and you're worried. You're worried about
Yeah.
where you are, right?
Yeah.
There's your food. There's a tray to shit in. See you tomorrow.